Gentlemen, start your engines. What is going on? This is the Bottom Line Podcast presented by Anchor.fm, your home for sports and entertainment talk. Jimmy Finizzi, Neil Villapiano, Austin Myers, a.k.a. Mr. Taco. We hope you are doing well. Gentlemen, how the heck are we doing today?
I'm probably doing better than Austin this morning because Austin somehow woke up
That's supposed to
at
mean?
exactly at his time, exactly 9:55. So, you know, if anybody wonders why he looks like he's stoned out of his mind, that's that.
Well, this is for those who are watching on YouTube.
11 alarms to get me up.
Yeah, by the grace of God, he arose. But no, I'm good. I'm doing good. Been really busy with my own stuff. I actually, fun fact, I don't know if people can really see it, but I got my passport.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yes, you were the first people.
You, boy.
You were the first people to see this. So
Nice.
Yep, have my passport, which is kind of cool. I mean, I just need it anyway. Even if I'm not going, I mean, might as well have it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but no, I'm good. I'm looking forward to the start of hockey season and also the start of college football, which I'm very much looking forward to watching. As for the pros, could go either way.
Hey, listen. All I know is Cam Newton's going to sign the Bishop Sycamore.
Oh, God almighty. Oh.
We got to find Manti Te'o's girlfriend because I know she went there too.
We just got to find
We're still on that? Oh, my God.
I'm telling you, we got to find the Bishop Sycamore head coach, get him on for an interview.
Oh, yes. I want to know about that guy.
I want to know about that whole team.
Oh my God, don't we all? Austin, though, how's everything with you? Everything
you guys
okay?
hear that Adam Gase might be the new head coach of Bishop Sycamore?
Oh God. Anybody.
Oh wait, and also
guy.
I heard a rumor, not sure if it's true, but Kyle Busch's new sponsor in the NASCAR Cup Series might be Bishop Sycamore.
Bishop Sycamore, hell yeah.
This is an all black mod car with just Bishop Sycamore.
Bishop Sycamore on it.
Oh, God.
Hell yeah. But no, everything's good. Yeah. Excited to have everybody back. My banter buddy's back, so.
The amount of jokes that we have come up with now on this podcast is absolutely unreal. You know
going.
what?
I mean,
I'm loving it.
We don't have to talk about what we're going to talk about. I can just get going. Sycamore jokes.
Yeah, we can just do our usual banter,
Yeah.
but we do have a ton to discuss on our topic for today. But before we get started, you already know the deal. Hit us up on all social media: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and yes, again,
what if they don't know the deal, Jimmy?
TikTok at Bottomline WMCX.
Yeah,
Use
Jimmy,
Bottomline.
what if they don't know the deal?
Yeah, you say it every time. What if they don't know the deal? It might be a first-time listener, and they'd be like, what are you talking about, Jimmy?
Y'all are really something else. But also, before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube and hit the bell so you don't miss an episode. And subscribe on all audio platforms, including
you really put us on TikTok. No, you really put us on TikTok. Why? Like, why do you want us to suffer like that?
Oh my God!
I don't know.
What are you looking to gain? Do you want Addison Rae to come on the podcast? Like,
oh God, no.
Oh, if that ever happens, don't tell me about it. I don't want to.
Yeah, no.
Because I'm just gonna.
None of us want that.
Honestly, I'm probably just gonna roast her the whole time.
I mean, let's just remember, Jimmy did the TikTok, and then he expects us all to sign into it and make content.
Yeah,
which made it even better. So I'm man.
No, I'm there. No, just no.
Only time you'll see Neil.
Jimmy, you could do those dances on your own. I don't have to.
Yeah, no. You will not catch me doing any of those. No,
I already told Jimmy I want to see him do the milk crate challenge.
And once again, no. And once again, no. You are not seeing that.
Fun fact, I think TikTok actually just banned that from TikTok. Like, you can't.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, you actually can't. Like, I heard, it's the same, you know.
See, they saw after Juju did it. They're like, oh, somebody did it successfully. We got to get out of here.
Yeah, right. No, they saw it and they were like, oh, we're worried about people's safety. And it's like, you really think people care about their safety? I saw somebody do a gender reveal for their child doing the crate challenge.
Oh, God.
I've seen it.
I saw that and I'm like, really?
And everybody's running around celebrating, and then the one guy who did the challenge is just laying on all fours.
He's just laying on his back, like, ah.
I thought he died. I actually thought like he might have been like knocked out. I was like, is nobody gonna check on the man? You know, is he just dead?
This is why I will never partake in these stupid challenges. Never again.
Then how do you expect us to get TikTok views? Come on, Jimmy.
So Austin, should we expect, instead of the gentlemen start your engines, for the NASCAR playoff series, we're just gonna have the guy who says it just do the crate challenge, and the second that it falls down is when everybody's supposed to go?
I mean,
is that gonna be the halftime show of the Super Bowl this year?
What, somebody doing the crate challenge?
Yep.
I mean, I can see it happen.
No, we're gonna see we're gonna see Shakira go up there and or Madonna. She's gonna do the crate challenge at the Super Bowl halftime show. And then,
oh my God.
Don't think for a second people haven't thought about it. Do not think for a second that people haven't thought about it.
Don't put it past them.
Nope.
The trio's back together, and the banter is just as normal as ever, and I love it.
This isn't even banter.
This isn't even banter.
This is just having a conversation.
Banter is random.
Banter is when Austin and I have a disagreement, which I doubt we're going to have one today.
Well, probably not. But
you never know.
We shall see. But the topic of discussion today, Austin knows more about. Neil knows more about it than I do.
Neil.
So, yeah, thank you for that, Neil. But Austin, would you like to explain what we are discussing today?
No.
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Is it, though?
I mean, Neil's got the playoff banner. I've got my not so NASCAR hat on, and
I was gonna say, that looks like a Canadian hat.
It's my IndyCar hat, and then I've got my NASCAR background back there. So, but I am wearing my old Las Vegas Motor Speedway T-shirt.
There you go.
So vroom, vroom, baby.
Vroom, vroom, baby. Exactly.
But yeah, in case you don't know, we are talking about the NASCAR playoffs since they start this weekend, and since Austin and Neil know way more about this than I do, I am just going to kick back and shut my trap and let them do the talking.
Oh, look at that.
Gentlemen, the floor is yours.
He finally decides to not say anything. That's very kind of you, Jimmy.
But I do have some odds to give out courtesy of DraftKings.
I mean,
if you want me to later.
Do you want to just like kind of do a rundown?
Just drop them odds right now. I want to hear them.
Oh, well, hold on.
All right. Well, here are the odds,
like,
courtesy of DraftKings.
I feel like before he does the odds, I feel like he should just say like who's racing and then just go from there.
I mean, everybody's.
I'll give you a majority.
Everybody's racing, but I feel like we just need to know the guys who are in the playoffs first.
Yeah, well here are the drivers that are in the postseason field. I feel like
the postseason field is just the full field.
Right. So
and then you have the 18 that are, or the 16 that are fighting for the championship.
Right. So, but Bubba Wallace is one of them. You also have
time out.
Yes.
Bubba Wallace is not in the playoffs.
Jimmy,
oh my! He's not in the playoffs. Okay, never mind.
Jimmy, I like how we talked about this before we started recording. That Bubba Wallace is not involved.
He is not involved in the playoffs whatsoever. Sadly, Michael Jordan's team is kind of dog water.
Is that Michael?
This is why I said I would shut my trap.
All right, fine. I'll do it then. Do you want me to do it? Does that make your life easier? Do you want me to say?
What? I'll make life easier for both of you.
Well, I know what I'm talking about. Austin. I know what I'm talking about, Austin.
Okay, so from 16th to 1st in the playoffs.
Thank you. I was hoping it was 16-1.
We have Kevin Harvick, Tyler Reddick, Eric Almirola, Michael McDowell, Christopher Bell, Kurt Busch, Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, William Byron, Denny Hamlin, Alex Bowman, Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Ryan Blaney, and Kyle Larson.
And Joe Gibbs has got like what, 2?
And Joe Gibbs has
3.
All 4 of his cars in there.
Wait, hold on. I don't mean to cut you gentlemen off. I apologize, but do you mean Kyle Larson and Kurt Busch?
I said Kurt Busch.
You said Kyle Busch.
Yeah, you did.
They're both in there.
No, but he's not sure. They're both.
The point is, they're both there. The point is, they're both there.
I was reading off of the point standings.
Okay. My bad.
Just keep. Yeah. So yeah, and then you got from the Joe Gibbs Racing, which is probably, I would say, for most, not like the diehard racing.
They've been quiet this year, though.
Right, but I would say from like people who watch it every now and then, I would imagine that when it comes to like the racing organizations or teams, I feel like Joe Gibbs is probably one of the more well-known ones, just from history. So yeah, Joe Gibbs has 4 according to Austin. You have Christopher Bell, you got Denny Hamlin, you got Kyle Busch, and you have Martin Truex Jr.
Yep.
So there you go. And no, unfortunately, unlike the Indianapolis 500, there will be no milk drinking at the end of this. It's very sad.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
But I mean,
yeah, they drink alcohol because they're nerds.
Oh my God.
They're a bunch of losers.
Wow.
What a bunch of losers.
Oh my gosh.
But
now that we have,
if I won the NASCAR Cup Series, I'd be drinking freaking,
at least they're not making maple taffy out of their trophy.
What's wrong with that? That sounds amazing.
Sounds like
I was gonna say, yeah.
Sounds like a great time.
Forget the money. Just go for that.
Just go for the maple taffy.
Just give me some taffy. We're all good.
Yep.
But anyway, since we have some of the racers in the playoffs, here are the odds, courtesy of DraftKings. By the way, no, DraftKings is not an official sponsor of us, but they are a sponsor of Neil's podcast.
Come on, Neil.
State of Mind.
Neil, come on. You gotta come share a little bit of the sponsorship with us.
Neil, would you like to explain more?
All right, I'll say it. So
go ahead, Neil.
Most of you guys know me from the Devil State of Mind podcast on the Hockey Podcast Network, and we actually do a partnership with DraftKings. And I would say to you guys this: use our promo code THPN. It will help you, obviously, make a little bit better odds and everything like that. And it helps us as well, helps out DraftKings. It's just a win-win for all people involved. So if you need a promo code, use promo code THPN when you place a bet on whatever you feel like placing a bet on, whether it's racing, football, baseball, whatever you feel like doing, be my guest. I don't judge, but just use the promo code.
I'm gonna bet on how many goals Malcolm Subban lets in the single season this year.
Jeez, that's a little...
You probably get big bucks.
Actually, I don't even need to put that there because he's probably not going to play this year. He's going to get the boot.
That's true.
So anyway, back on the ranch. Let's go back to the odds.
Yes, unfortunately, DraftKings is not a sponsor of us, but they are a sponsor of Neil. So DraftKings, if you're listening, please sponsor this podcast. We would appreciate it. But anyway, in all seriousness,
anybody sponsor us at this point.
In all seriousness, though, here are the odds courtesy of DraftKings. As of right now, Kyle Larson is the favorite at plus 300. Martin Truex Jr. right behind him at plus 500. Kyle Busch at plus 600. Denny Hamlin at plus 700. Chase Elliott at plus 850. Kevin Harvick at plus 1,000. William Byron at plus 1,200. Joey Logano at plus 1,500. Alex Bowman at plus 1,800. The list goes on and on and on. And if
you don't want to say Brad's last name, Jimmy?
What's that?
You don't want to try to say Brad's last name? You want to try it?
Brad Keselowski.
Oh my God, he did it first shot.
Come on now. I'm not an idiot. He's at plus 1,800.
No, we didn't say it. It's just that you stopped right there. And I'm like, maybe he just didn't want to say the last name.
No, not at all. Ryan Blaney at plus 2,000. Kurt Busch at plus 2,800. Tyler Reddick at plus 3,000. Christopher Bell at plus 3,000. Austin Dillon plus 5,000. And the list goes on and on and on. So if you want to try and make some money on the playoffs this weekend, my personal bet would be either Kyle Larson. Me personally, I would go with either Kyle Larson or Martin Truex Jr. because those are the two prohibitive favorites as of right now. At the time of this recording, at least.
Take that 5 team. Take that 5 team.
I like James Davison with a plus 100,000.
Is he actually in the lineup for this weekend?
No, I just on DraftKings on their sportsbook they have him listed as he's in a tie with James Davison, Joey Gase, Cody Ware, BJ McLeod, Josh Bilicki, Quinn Hoff. Sorry, Half. 1, 2, 3, 4. The bottom 6 guys all have plus 100,000. So if any of you would like to put down some money, which I'm not recommending you do, but if you want to get crazy and just say screw it, if by some chance any of those guys win, you're going to be rich really quick.
Oh yeah, big time.
I wouldn't put it on this race. I would wait until Talladega, where it's just a crapshoot.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Talladega is always a crapshoot.
I mean,
Well, yeah,
we've
it's
seen the random with a random go and win Talladega. So I mean, put the money in there.
And we've talked about before, with sports in general, they're usually pretty unpredictable. I mean, some more than others, but I mean, I would definitely say like racing is definitely like one of the more unpredictable ones. Cause yeah, I mean, these guys are talented, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, even the most talented guy could just get dinked even a tad bit and could go wrong.
Flashback to New Hampshire when they decided to race it. Let's talk about New Hampshire where they decided to race in the rain and the top three all decided to go eat
Have
the
they
wall.
have they ever thought about building an indoor NASCAR arena? I feel like that would be an interesting.
that's what I'm saying.
It would be interesting, but I don't know how it would work because of all the emissions and stuff.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
That's fair.
That's like trying to trap yourself in your garage with your car running, Neil. Come on.
Fair enough.
That's a fair point. But Austin, just give us your overall thoughts on the playoffs this weekend. Then who do you think?
Okay, so
overall
overall thoughts so far. Kevin Harvick's at a slump. This is the same man who, at this time last season, had won 9 races.
Okay.
And he's got 0 wins so far this year, which is very odd.
Wow.
Kyle Larson, I'm not going to say anything because, I mean, this man is very controversial after last year. He kind of said a word over a sim video game and got kicked from his ride, and here he is now on a better ride. So
yeah.
I mean, I love the man to death, but it's
you can't go saying stuff like he did online. That's not okay.
I mean, sure, it was the wrong button, but holy crap!
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this man had he had a job because he was doing other racing, but this man was not doing well.
No,
he was doing all right.
Could have been doing better.
Could have, yeah, exactly. Kurt Busch, with what he announced earlier last week, being that he made the playoffs this year, is amazing. Congrats to him. But
yeah, congrats.
Kurt Busch officially announced he was going to 2311 with Bubba Wallace, which is the Michael Jordan-owned team. So that's a pretty big deal. That's a pretty big deal. We're taking Monster Energy with him. Underdog in this playoffs, Michael McDowell, who sits, I believe, 13th in points, wins 1 race this year and decides, I'm going to run a playoff. I'm going to run the playoffs. Going to be a round 1 exit. So,
not bad.
Let's see, where else do I stand? I could say a lot right now, but keeping it PG.
Yeah, this is a family show. It's a family show.
I mean, I could quote Brad Keselowski if I really wanted to, but keeping it PG.
Yeah, let's not do that here.
Why not?
Way to save yourself there, man. Way to save yourself.
Way to not get canceled there.
I know.
No.
Cancel culture.
Let's not be a part of that.
Dude, but being in cancel culture might be fun. You never know.
But
oh God.
So looking at the playoffs right now, the round of 16, we have Darlington, Richmond, Bristol. So we got I believe Darlington's 1.5 miles. Yeah.
And I said before, I think before we started recording, that like my favorite track out there is definitely Bristol because of how small it is, and because again, in that race, it's all about technique, really, because of the fact that it's so small. You can't just like full accelerate. You can't.
No, you have.
I mean, you could. I mean, usually you full accelerate for like, the straight part, but then you got to like almost slow down on a dime. But like the key about it is that you got to try to have good pace. I feel like in that race, more than most tracks, you have to have good pace. Because if you could, to me, I look at like if you could stay in the middle of the pack for the majority of the race, and then
you don't even want to be in the middle of the pack there because of how small it is. It tends to get clustered real quick. So if you're in the middle of the pack and it's starting to cluster up, and somebody has a mishap and it goes wrong, you're ultimately screwed. So in reality, you want to be that front group of guys, the front 6 or 7 that know, we might be good until we hit that traffic, and then, but
it's a fair point.
And I mean, it's the same thing with Richmond. Richmond's just like Bristol, but it's a little bigger.
Where can people watch the races? Are they going to be on Fox?
They'll be on NBCSN.
NBCSN, okay.
NBC
and Peacock, right?
No Peacock.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, wow.
They
okay.
run
NBC.
They run NBC and NBCSN.
Cool. I thought does Fox no longer do NASCAR?
Fox does the first half of the season, and then NBC does the second half,
including the Cup Series.
Cup Series.
That makes sense.
Until next year when we lose NBCSN.
So then you get Fox full time?
And then I think we're getting Fox full time, yeah.
That's not bad.
Oh, okay.
I mean, to be fair, Fox has been doing it for like a long time.
Yeah, true.
I want to say there was something about us getting it back on TNT, but I'm not 100% sure.
Well, if they want to follow the same way the NHL did, where they just kind of like they jump on the TNT. I think TNT in general is just trying to get more involved in sports.
I mean,
as a whole.
NASCAR had TNT back in the day, and then they just kind of let it go. So
yeah.
So if they get TNT, are they going to have NASCAR tonight, like the NBA?
I don't know. I don't know. But so yeah, but round of 16, Darlington, Richmond, Bristol. Round of 12, Las Vegas, Talladega, Charlotte Road Course, which is also a show. And then we have the round of 8, which is Texas, Kansas, Martinsville, and then the championship 4 going to Phoenix.
Interesting.
Which, I mean, it's not terrible. I just hope somebody doesn't have a Kevin Harvick season like last year. Win 9 races, make round of 8, try to wreck Kyle Busch, and wreck yourself, eliminating yourself from the round of 4. We've been calling Kevin Harvick a clown since.
Yeah. Who's to blame you there?
Yeah. Who's to blame there? Oh, wait.
Exactly.
But I mean, with how the playoffs is sat right now, I wouldn't put it past Kyle Larson one bit, because he's great at many of those tracks. I mean, he can go and win back-to-back Las Vegas races this year, being that he won the spring race and possibly. I mean, if he sets himself up with the pole and that race, we've seen it, I want to say 4 times now. If he gets the pole, he's gone.
Right.
So don't count him out. Martin Truex Jr., as much as I dislike the man, he's got a good chance. Ryan Blaney, he's been on the quiet side. But he's won the last 2 races. So he's starting to pick it up. Kyle Busch, I just hate in general, even though he's from Vegas. Chase Elliott, he wouldn't be here if it wasn't for his name. That's my hot take. Anybody want to come at me, you know where to find me.
Wow. Okay.
Alex Bowman's only here because of Dale Jr. Once again, if you want to come at me, you know where to find me. Denny Hamlin, quiet again, has 0 wins on the season, yet was second in points until we hit the playoffs. William Byron, it's hard to say about William Byron.
He's a really interesting situation, because I feel like, and Austin, you probably know this better than I do, but from just what I've been able to figure out, he seems very inconsistent. Like one time he looks
Byron?
Yeah.
I mean, let's remember, William Byron he's only here right now because of what he's done on iRacing.
Right.
The reason he's here is because he beat Dale Jr. in an iRacing race, and Dale Jr.'s like, you know what? I'm gonna get a hold of a few people, get you a ride. He got a hold of Kyle Busch. There started his career in the Truck Series.
It's a simple case of you never know who you're talking to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
pretty much.
And look, I'm not trying to say that he's not a solid racer. I mean, he still has potential here.
He has potential, yes, but he's very inconsistent with the equipment he has.
That's what I was trying to say. That's what makes him a tough thing, because you kind of look at it and say, okay, which guy are we going to get? Are we going to get a guy that's going to come in and try to light the house on fire, and really try to make a statement? Or is it going to be somebody that is maybe not fully confident in himself, because you have to remember, like sometimes, especially when you get stuck in the middle, you kind of try to want to look for that moment where you could really just kind of like start to make your push to try to get to the top 6, top 5.
Yeah. And I mean,
some racers have the confidence to do so and some don't. And
yeah. And I mean, we've seen it with Byron time and time again, though. Like, he's won races. He won Homestead earlier in the year, but I mean, compared to his teammates, he's not really performing because
no.
Larson's got 6 wins, I want to say. Elliott's got 2, and Bowman's got 3, where Byron's just got the 1, which, I mean, give or take, yes, he's 1 behind Elliott, but it still doesn't matter. When you're in the top equipment like you are, you shouldn't be running mid-pack where, I mean, he averages anywhere between, I want to say, 8th and 25th, which is not supposed to happen with that equipment. And I mean, the same goes with JGR and Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell, he's a strong driver. It's just he's very inconsistent when it comes to it.
Right. So, okay. No, go ahead, Jim. Go ahead, Austin.
And it's Stewart Haas Racing. It's the same. It's also the thing with them is they were a strong team last year. They had won a third of the season last year. And here we are with Stewart Haas this year with only 1 win out of Eric Almirola, who is the worst driver in their camp right now. It's shocking.
Wow.
When you have people like Michael McDowell who win before you do, you know there's issues.
Yeah, that's
because Michael McDowell is a mid-card team. So it's like sooner or later, you're going to have to step it up and be like, yeah, I'm the one that needs to take this team and carry it on my back.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's those are all very fair points. Again, I'm sorry, Neil, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say what I think we should do is because I saw an article earlier today that was put out on NASCAR.com because they were asking a bunch of the analysts to give like their predictions for this, and I kind of wanted to do the same thing because I think it's interesting because they have sleeper, surprise exit, and then their prediction for the championship 4. And I think that would be kind of cool to kind of give our own takes on that.
All right.
That'd be really interesting. Yeah.
We can go ahead and do that, and I'll track it like we did with the Indy 500.
Yeah, awesome. If you want to go first, you can. So
I'll let you guys go first.
All right. So Jimmy, we'll start with you, and we'll go like this. Number 1, who is your sleeper in this entire playoff? Who is your sleeper?
Let's see. I'm looking at the roster.
You obviously understand what being a sleeper is, right?
There's quite a few sleepers I can think about, but I think the person who people may be sleeping on the most as I'm reviewing the odds here, I think it might be Christopher Bell. I think Christopher Bell is a big sleeper. I think Christopher Bell may surprise some people.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right. So Christopher Bell is your
sleeper,
and I would imagine that Austin may make a post about this later. I don't know.
Yeah. Look out for that on social media, by the way, at Bottom Line WMCX and at the Mr. Taco BLP.
You remember when we did the Indianapolis 500? It would probably be the same thing, unless he doesn't want to do it, which is fine.
No, I'm going to do it.
Okay, there we go.
So you have your sleeper. Who's your surprise exit?
Right. Oh boy. Surprise exit. I hate to say it, but Kyle Larson. I really hate to say it, but it's Kyle Larson.
Wait a minute. Didn't you not? I'm sorry. Did you not just say like earlier that you said one of your picks was Kyle Larson?
I did not. No, I never said that.
No, you said one of the guys to, you would put money on to do it.
I said Kyle either Larson. Him or Martin Truex Jr.
No, I know, but I'm just surprised.
But yeah, as much as I hate to say it, I think the surprise exit is Kyle Larson.
No, I just was trying to figure. I was just trying to understand.
No, you're good. You're good.
All right, cool. So with that being said, who is your championship 4? Who are the 4 guys that will get to the championship?
Martin Truex Jr.
Okay.
Wait.
He's writing it down.
Austin's writing them down. Okay, Austin's writing them down.
He's writing
so he's
down.
one of them.
Okay, yeah. MTJ.
I'm also going to say Kyle Busch.
Okay.
Denny Hamlin.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Let's go a little bold here. Joey Logano.
Okay. Interesting.
That's my championship 4 right there. Those are all my picks. So my sleeper is Christopher Bell. My surprise exit is Kyle Larson. And my championship 4 are Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, and Joey Logano.
So do you see Christopher Bell as a top 5 finisher?
Ooh,
you see him finish? Because you don't have him in the championship 4. So what I'm asking is that...
And I honestly thought he was, and I'm like, hold on, Jimmy, you're telling me it's going to be a JGR lockout? You're telling me Joe Gibbs is going to win the championship?
Now do you see why I'm a novice at this?
If it's all 4 of Joe Gibbs, the amount of money that he'll just make, regardless of anything, is just stupid. It's actually stupid.
All right.
And look, and all the racers there would get a share of the winnings anyway.
Right. Yeah.
They win it's crazy.
All right. Let's see what Neil's got to say for us.
All right, Neil.
All right. So my sleeper, and I feel like Austin will definitely think that I'm nuts, but let's throw a little magic in here. I'm gonna go with Brad Keselowski as my sleeper, actually.
Okay.
The thing about it is that the thing about Brad is that, he's always just one step away from really, really getting himself going in his career.
Like, he's got a championship under his belt.
No, but I feel, but when you talk about building a resume as a driver, I feel like having more than one championship would certainly help him. And that's what I mean by he's like one step away. If he makes a run at it like this year,
and let's say that would be huge for him too, being he's switching teams.
That would put him into the tier of some of the more well-known racers of all time.
Right.
Like I said, if he was to win this championship, that would be huge, especially with him going to a new team next year. So.
Right. He would be the hottest thing on the market at that moment.
Yep.
So it's would I be surprised if other companies then started to go after him even after the fact?
No.
You never know. It could get into a bidding war. You don't know.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Hey, man, sometimes. So my sleeper is definitely Brad Keselowski. Now, my surprise exit is actually going to be Joey Logano. And that's mainly because here's the thing. When you look at the standings throughout the year, Joey Logano has just constantly gone up and down.
Mm-hmm.
He's like 1 minute
inconsistent once again.
Right.
Yep.
1 minute he's in the top 4. We're like, okay, he's gonna stay there. 2 weeks later, he's like at number 9.
Yeah.
But it's like, what the hell is going on? This part of the year is where you have to be consistent. Consistency is the most important thing here. Mm-hmm. You have to show up and bring your best game every time. So I just don't have enough confidence in Joey Logano that he's gonna stake it. I feel like this has just been a tough year for him. And I don't feel like he's going to end up ending it on a high note. I'm not saying he's going to fall dramatically off the table, but I just don't see him. See him finishing when it's all said and done.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of thing. So my surprise exit is Joey Logano.
Right.
Now,
your final 4.
Right. My final 4 is as follows. I'm going to go with Kyle Larson. I think he'll probably.
Okay.
I think he will. I think even if he doesn't necessarily have his A game, I think he's still going to finish in the top 4 because of just what he's been able to do this year. And like Austin mentioned, he knows this track better than most of the drivers because he has a lot of experience. And I think he's going to be able to have success regardless of what happens. So I'm going to put Kyle Larson.
Okay.
I'm actually going to have Chase Elliott as another one. I like Chase Elliott, and I think that because Chase Elliott has been actually a little bit more consistent. When you look at the standings at the end of the regular season, right? Regular season, he finished, I believe, 2nd or 3rd.
He was third. He was third because it was Larson, Hamlin, Elliott, I believe.
And now you look at it, he only dropped to 5.
Yeah, because of the
Right.
because of playoff points.
There's a playoff points. So he hasn't
Yeah.
really fallen off the table at all. He's been one of the more consistent guys since the season started. So I like his chances. I like the momentum that he has going into the playoff that he's going to be able to do that. So
Not to mention he's defending champion too. So
right. Well, hey, you know what?
that's gonna push him to really get going.
And also, again, the fact that just like Keselowski has a chance to win another championship, there's motivation there.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's certainly motivation. I mean, I'm not saying that these guys don't have motivation, but like once you win a championship, then you want to have that feeling as much as possible.
Exactly.
So you keep pushing yourself to get to that point. So Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, I'm actually, and Brad Keselowski, I believe, is going to actually surprise a lot of people and finish in the top 4.
I can see it.
Because again, some of the other guys that we were talking about that are above him, way too inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
Way too inconsistent. And I'm not saying Keselowski's been super consistent either, but he hasn't been, just like Chase Elliott. Has he really fallen off the table throughout the season? Not really. I mean,
right.
Again, I haven't been watching as much as Austin, so Austin would be more.
I mean, he has ups and downs, but
right.
It's not as
he has his ups and downs. And then the last guy, I actually am going to put. I just had his name and it just lost me. I actually am going to put Kurt Busch.
Interesting.
And I'll tell you why. Just like with the other guys, experience.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that a young guy can't come in and light the world on fire, but in this sport, in racing, experience is a major advantage. Experience really is, in my opinion. Just in my opinion. If it's not the consensus, I understand. But in my opinion, when I look at it, it's like, if you know what you're doing and you've been here before and you know the tracks very well, you're going to have an advantage. Now, obviously, that can be eliminated if you get dinked even a little bit and you go flying. I mean, that's just how it goes. But if everything goes according to how it should be, no crashes if you can avoid it and things like that, and you just go off of, car versus car, man versus man, I just think experience is just going to win out. So that's why I picked the guys that I picked. Because I picked off, I'm picking the defending champion, another guy that's won a championship, and just a ton of experience. And again, the reason why it's so simple that Kyle Larson is the favorite is for the one thing that I've mentioned several times already. He's been arguably the most consistent driver this entire season. Mm-hmm. And he was at the top when he was at the top of the regular season ended. And then you look at points, he's number 1.
Yep.
Do I think he's going to win the whole thing? To be honest with you, no. No, I am actually picking Keselowski. I actually think he's going to end up winning the whole thing.
Okay.
And again, the funny thing about odds, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to betting, usually betting on the favorite most of the time doesn't necessarily work out. I'm not saying it doesn't work out.
Right.
Sometimes it doesn't. The safer bets are to pick somebody maybe that's in the top 10, possibly top 15, because there's always, every year, there's always something that happens. There's always one guy that you didn't expect that comes out of nowhere. And that's why, and look, Keselowski is one of those guys that can come in and say, yeah, he has experience, but he's, that's the way I look at it.
Yeah, fair enough. So Neil and I have our picks. Austin, it's all you, man.
Okay, so surprise pick. I'm going to go with Tyler Reddick. The man who barely made the playoffs because he's got a lot of potential in him. And these tracks that we're coming up to kind of fit his driving style. His driving style is just like Larson. So they both came from dirt. So it's definitely a thing that they know well. They can use their lanes really well and slide if they need to. My surprise exit's going to be Martin Truex Jr., just because I feel like he won't get it done. And then my final 4 are going to be Larson, Hamlin, Elliott, and Reddick.
I feel remember.
Wow.
Did Jimmy have Chase Elliott or no?
Nope.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Wait, I thought I did. No.
You had Truex, Busch, Hamlin, Logano.
Okay. Yep. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. But yeah, these are all very interesting picks. I'm actually looking forward to seeing how the results turn out.
Watch
This
we
is
all
actually
be
something.
wrong. Watch
What's that?
watch it be like 4 guys we didn't pick.
You know what? I'm just gonna say it now. Watch Michael McDowell go all the way to a championship.
Watch us all be incorrect.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Just rage
Unbelievable
quit.
stuff. But anyway, this was a tremendous breakdown of the NASCAR playoffs. It's going to be a very, very fascinating weekend for racers everywhere. And again, if you want to place your bets, again, go on DraftKings, go on BetMGM, go on FanDuel, wherever sports betting site pleases you best, go on there and bet. But again, we don't normally encourage that, but if you want to, go nuts.
We're gonna encourage DraftKings so you can go help Neil out.
Well, yeah, that's true. And again, for his podcast, use promo code THPN for.
And then again,
DraftKings.
DraftKings. If you're looking for some more partnerships, hit us up.
Yes. No. Please, DraftKings, if you're listening, please sponsor us. But no, in all seriousness, that'll wrap it up for this episode of the Bottom Line Podcast. Let us know what you have. Who you have going in your predictions for the NASCAR playoffs. Let us know on all social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, unfortunately. At Bottom Line WMCX.
No,
use hashtag Bottom Line.
Don't ask us questions on TikTok.
Please, please.
You're just going to ask us to do trends that I don't want to do.
Once again, if you didn't like any of my hot takes, you know where to find me.
Exactly. Follow these guys on their social medias as well. Follow Austin at the Mr. Taco BLP on Twitter and Instagram, and follow the guy right below me, Neil, at the NVP Show on Twitter and at NVPQB11 on Instagram. And again, make sure you subscribe on all audio platforms as well as on YouTube.
Yes, Austin.
Do they know the exciting details about the thing?
What?
Jimmy?
What are you talking about?
October, Jimmy?
They
don't know. They don't know about the thing.
Well, yeah. Well, in case you missed this,
Neil goes, "There's a thing."
I haven't been as active, so please crucify me here.
It's been like 15 days since we announced this. What the flip, Neil?
Oh, what? That you're coming to Jersey?
Yeah,
he's flying. He's flying down, man.
No, I thought there was another thing. I was like, wait, did I miss something?
No. Thing? So, in case you guys for some reason missed the big announcement from Austin here, we are actually going to be filming episodes in person, all 3 of us together. Austin will be flying down to Jersey to come see us. It is going to be absolutely tremendous. We'll have more details on that within the next month or so, but it's going to be a fascinating time.
It's going to be interesting, to say the least.
Interesting is an understatement, but
yeah.
Once again, let us know your thoughts on the NASCAR playoffs and who you think
and
will win and make
there's another announcement that needs to be made as well.
Oh gosh.
Starting this month, Jimmy and I will be officially starting our work with the ProTech Ducks. September 17th, I believe, is our first game.
It is the home opener.
I think it's like 4:00. It's like not even.
There's supposed to be some kind of event going on at 4:00, and then the ceremonies begin at 6:45, and then puck drop will begin about at least 25 minutes to a half hour after pregame ceremonies.
And this is a AAA junior team or something like that?
Yeah.
They're basically more they're like the Whalers, except
they're in a higher division than the Whalers.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
They play in the Eastern Hockey League.
Okay.
Yes.
Which is very well known throughout the United States.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So if you are in the Somerset, New Jersey area during that weekend, please come on by. We would love to say hello to you. But of course, if you're not, that's okay. You can always watch on hockeytv.com. But Neil and I are really excited.
If it's free, I'll check it out.
It's not free. Sorry, it's not free. I think it's like
no free admission this time. Sorry,
it's like $40 a month. I think something like that.
Yeah.
If you feel like spending the money, go ahead. Be my guest.
Yeah, no.
I was gonna say if it's
it
that
is
much,
what
I'll
it
just
is,
go
man.
pay
Do
for
what you gotta
AHL
do.
TV.
Yeah.
I'll go watch the Henderson games.
There you go.
Oh, man.
Alrighty.
But yeah, a lot of exciting stuff coming up. Neil and I start with the ProTech Ducks in just a couple of short weeks. So again, if you want to come by the Somerset, New Jersey area and support us, please do. We would really, really appreciate it. And stay tuned for more details on when the 3 of us will be filming together in person. More details in the next month. For New Villapiano and for Mr. Taco, we're back, baby. I'm Jimmy Finizzi. This is the Bottom Line Podcast, and we will see you in the next episode. Peace and take care.